Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Coming back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, eat folks, and platter reviews. Here's videos I do for the water. Go over there, try out food and drink items. Eat the stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that, well, folks, at the time I'm doing this, wearing a pretty cool shirt. You can see the shirt. What shirt am I wearing? Because I like to highlight the cool shirt. Boom! We're wearing the Clutch shirt. Love Clutch. Been a big fan of theirs since the early 2000s when I first became aware of them with their album Robot Hive Exodus. I can't say enough good things about them. They're consummate professionals. Pretty much every band loves them, loves working with them and stuff. They did the lead singer of Lamb of God went over there and did a song with them at one point in time. They did kind of a remix version of one of Clutch's songs. I've even seen them in concert. I even have a few videos of said concert on this channel, just in case you're interested. But anyway, what am I trying for y'all today, folks, is ultimately that's what this whole shebang is about. By the way, somebody brought it up. It's not as evident, but I have like some scratches and stuff on my hands. Maybe you can see them. I don't know how the lighting's going to do. Yeah, somebody brought it up in the comments for the Taco Bell 7-layer burrito review that I did. Just to go over there and explain to anybody, I'm actually kitten sitting at the moment for a coworker, and it's a super adorable cat who wants to be a tiny ambush predator, and so that's where the scratches come from. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? Well, I just got through doing a review for Mountain Dew Vibe, which is an exclusive flavor from the sandwich brand Which Wich. And I figured while I was there, what the fuck? We're going to get ourselves a sandwich. Sandwich! Plus, I ain't coming back out this way for quite a while. So what sandwich did I get? I got the Cheeseburgerwich, which the ingredients, if I recall correctly, are sirloin steak, bacon, caramelized onions, tomato, cheddar, pickles, I think is everything. And I got it on wheat. I got it hot, just to give you all the details, in case you want to try it for yourself. Now, here's the thing, folks. I went over there. I gave them full reign to do all the ingredients. But anybody who watches my show probably knows by now, I'm not a big pickle guy. I'm also not a big onion guy. So, but ultimately, I want to go over there. I want to give the review the best possible chance of, being what anybody else might experience. And then we'll go from there. So, sandwich! All right. Let's give this a go. The only sandwich place I've really done reviews for. Well, no, I did Subway. I did a couple Subway reviews, and then I did Potbelly, which I need to do Potbelly again. All right, folks. Let's see how this goes. Hopefully, it's amazing and delicious, and hopefully, it doesn't get all over my goddamn Clutch shirt. Oh. That was a good one. I mostly just got meat. I like the fact you're getting a decent amount of ingredients, definitely more than I typically get from Subway. It's a very flavorful sandwich, and you can taste the freshness of the sirloin steak. Like, it doesn't taste bland, which sometimes, again, using Subway as an example, sometimes their ingredients, they can taste a little bit, not off, but like they're clearly not as, seasoned or flavorful as they should be. But this actually tastes pretty good. There's also Thousand Island dressing on it, which seemed an odd choice, but I went with it. Thousand Island's good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm digging this a lot. Like, even the caramelized onions, like, they're properly caramelized. Like, they could be a little bit browner, but they're soft, and they don't have that, like, overly punchy onion taste. Because that, for me, is what kind of kills it with onions. Like, they're just too punchy. And with this, though, it actually does a pretty good job. You can taste the bacon. It's there. Yeah. even the pickle, because it's working with so many things, actually isn't half bad. Like, it actually does. A pickle, for me, if it's going to be used in something, it should be used to cut through the other flavors and give just kind of a little burst. You know, a little added freshness, a little bit, you know, of that, you know, kind of mild sourness. But oftentimes it's just used just too heavily. In this, they actually did it just right. Like, everything that's on here is working together. And I mean, that shouldn't be too surprising. It's, you know, it's all pretty classic combination stuff, but they've done it in the right quantities where it actually does a really good job. Like, I really enjoy this sandwich. And I never thought I would say this. I would probably go over there. If I got this again, I would get it with everything. With the onions, with the pickle. I think everything works really well together with this. Yeah, I'm going to hold off on eating the rest of it because I am on my way to a social event, as it were, and there's going to be food there, so I'm just doing a quick tasting. But yeah, no, that was really good. Like, it flat out, it kicks the shit out of Subway. Like, it's not even a fucking contest. The closest I could consider it would be to something like Potbelly, where it's obviously a similar format to Subway, but a little bit more artisanal. There's a little bit more effort being put into it. And in that regard, I mean, I don't have a ton of experience with Potbelly, but then I also don't have a ton of experience with Which Wich. You're watching most of it right now. I would honestly say that out of Subway, Potbelly, and Which Wich, you know, based just off this one experience, I might give it to Which Wich. Seriously. Potbelly, for what they're, you know, for what they are, they do a fine job also. But I don't think I've had a Potbelly sandwich that left as good an immediate impression as this has left with me. To the extent where, again, I'm willing to actually not only forgive the onions and the pickles, but I actually enjoy them in the sandwich. That's a hard-pressed thing to get me to do, but they did it with this sandwich. So, I went over there, I brought up the fact that in my previous review, the one with the Mountain Dew vibe, you know, I brought up the fact that, like, this isn't a location that's, like, close to me. I'm only here because I was on my way to the social event. And I'd mentioned the fact that, you know, with the Mountain Dew vibe, you know, was it good enough to go out of your way to try? And personally, I felt maybe not, you know, it's good, but maybe not to that extent. I'll be honest with you, folks. Well, I'm probably not going to go over there and drive an hour out of my way to come back to this location anytime soon. It is a thing where if I'm in the area, you know, because I'm headed to a friend's house and everything, you know, I see him a few times a year, I might actually go over there and make the effort to maybe head out, you know, half hour early or something like that to stop in and grab this, because the Mountain Dew vibe was good and the sandwich that I had is really solid. So I have to give it to Which Wich. I think that for what they're doing and what I've tried, you know, and maybe everything else sucks, could be possible. But so far, my experience with them has been really good, and yeah, I'm a little bit sad that they're not more prevalent. So anyway, folks, that's going to do it for me on this one. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of the day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of the year. And folks, if you could go over there and have yourselves a truly cheeseburger-tastic rest of your life, because cheeseburger sandwich, you see. And cheeseburgers are amazing. There's few finer foods, okay? Like, and typically the ones that are finer are fancy and more expensive and stuff. Cheeseburgers, they're the perfect culmination. Them and pizza, they're like the perfect culmination of they're incredibly delicious and not that expensive, typically. That's a pretty good life to have. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing... Final 2 things, folks. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what do you do if you can't do it all the time? I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you do, folks. You try not to be an asshole. Not always the easiest thing in the world to do. In fact, it can be one of the most difficult. But at the end of the day, folks, we do live in a world where there's lemonade, Mountain Dew, and cheeseburger sandwiches that are pretty damn good. You know, that might help tide things over, help us mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. But even with those being the case, still going to be times when we fail. Take that step back. Just go over there, you know, put in the effort next time. Hopefully it makes things a little bit better for everybody. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Got it right this time. Folks, what are you going to do? Well, you could go over there, maybe after watching this review, go over there and be like, all right, that looks pretty good, but I bet I could go over there and make my own cheeseburger sandwich. You go over there, you buy the best ingredients and all this stuff and everything, you try, you know, get it all together, sandwich, and try it out. It's delicious. It's a wonderful thing. You know, you go over there and make some for friends and family. They love it just as much. And, you know, it goes a little bit to your head. You end up forming some sort of weird cheeseburger cult, which, to be fair, I would probably end up a member of. I'm not even going to lie. But eventually, you know, after, you know, may or may not be hallucinogenics involved in, you know, what's been going on, you're going to dial it back. You're going to break up the culty aspect. And then maybe you go over there and you just come up with your own burger spot or something like that. Call it a cult burger. I'd try it. Or you could not do culty stuff. Let's not do culty stuff. We don't need any more Waco shit or anything. You could go over there and, oh, hell, just go over there and make some bomb-ass cheeseburgers for yourself. You know, grill them up and everything. The time I'm doing this, it's November, but it's a wonderful day out in November. Maybe you can make that happen. All right, bye.